The story goes that Carl Jung treated a patient in the 1930s. His name was Roland Hazard. He was an American businessman from a wealthy family and he struggled with alcoholism. Jung recognized that standard medical or psychiatric treatment had little effect on Hazard's problem. He believed that Hazard's alcoholism was linked to archetypal energies, in this case, the longing for transcendence or the connection to something greater. So, he advised Hazard to seek out an authentic spiritual experience. Hazard took Jung's advice seriously. He became involved with the Oxford Group, a Christian evangelical movement that emphasized a reliance on God. For Hazard, it seemed to work and he remained sober. Years later, in a letter to Hazard, Jung emphasized the double meaning of spirit, spiritus contra spiritum, spirit of God or higher meaning against the spirit of alcohol. While working with the Oxford Group, Hazard came into contact with an alcoholic named Ebby Thatcher. Hazard evangelized, teaching Thatcher about Jung's approach and the Oxford Group. Thatcher gave it a go and it worked for him too. He also achieved sobriety, at least for a time. Thatcher spread the message to an old drinking buddy, Bill Wilson. Wilson did the same to another struggling alcoholic, Dr. Robert Holbrook Smith, or Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob and Bill Wilson then went on to co-found Alcoholics Anonymous. Though Roland Hazard is not named, his experience with Jung is described in the book Alcoholics Anonymous. So why did this happen? Why did Jung's approach work for Roland Hazard? I think it's because the recovering alcoholic is primed for a spiritual experience or for various revelations. Detox can be dangerous for a severe alcoholic and should be monitored by health professionals. But even in cases of relatively mild alcoholism, in the early stages of sobriety, an individual's body and mind undergo profound changes as the brain re-regulates. After years of drinking, it can feel like you're waking up, you're coming out of a fog. Or to be a bit more poetic, you are born again. The drinker has been numbing themselves for years. They live a selfish, antisocial, narrow life. Then, in sobriety, the floodgates open, their emotions come back, their empathy comes back, there's an awareness of society again and of the natural world around them. The individual in recovery will experience rebound clarity. That's to say, improved sleep, sharper thinking, and heightened emotions. These changes prime them for a spiritual awakening, which is why AA emphasizes spirituality and why so many recovering addicts turn to religion. What medicine might call neurochemical readjustment, Jung and AA framed as spiritual awakening. As the recovering addict readjusts, they are emotionally vulnerable. Early sobriety can be overwhelming. So, firstly, the recovering addict is undergoing neurochemical changes and is primed for revelations, spiritual or otherwise. Secondly, the recovering addict is emotionally vulnerable and potentially isolated in the early stages of sobriety. AA, religion, or any well-organized spiritual experience can give them a framework to understand the changes they are going through and a support network to help them through it. I'm not saying that this is the best way or the only way, but this is why we see the correlation between recovering alcoholics and religion or spirituality, and why AA emphasizes spirituality, even though it is in a non-denominational, non-religious way. Jung had the insight. He intuitively understood that this could work for people. And if it helps people, great. People need support.